Oh my God, I'm so not surprised about this, my gorgeous Sagittarini, whatsoever. Suddenly, right at the beginning of this week, you are going to feel this urge. You are going to have this urge suddenly to like sort this aspect of your life out, something that you have been keep on putting aside for absolute ages. It's to do with something like really boring, it's to do with something like really official or something like really important or something really legal, but it's really kind of making you feel so bored, so this is why you will like kind of keep on living this and putting this aside. Now suddenly at around the beginning, but it's something that needs to be done, something that you have to do. So it's something legal, something official, but nobody else can do this for you, my gorgeous Sagittarini. It's just one of those annoying things we sometimes need to kind of catch up with, or sometimes we need to deal with in our lives, And I completely understand where you are coming from when I said, like, you know what I mean, that you will like keep on leaving this aside, or you will keep on putting this aside. I completely understand, because it is something that it can kind of wait. I'm not being funny, but there were like so many things way more important than this that you had to actually deal with and focus on and give your full attention to within the last few months. And I don't blame you that you left this aside just a little bit. I don't blame you whatsoever. But the bottom line is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, okay, so I hope that I'm not too confusing. This is to do with something important you need to do. Maybe something legal, maybe something official, maybe some kind of a document, But as I said, nobody else can do this for you. Only you can do this, okay? So you have been kind of putting this aside for a while, and now what I find really fascinating is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that at around the beginning of this week you're gonna have this moment where you're literally going to wake up in the morning and now suddenly you are going to have this on your mind. Suddenly, boom, 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 something that you've been avoiding, something that you didn't want to do because you weren't ready to do it. You see, it's all about to become a crystal clear, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when I tell you what am I about to tell you. Okay, so now suddenly in the morning, like as soon as you wake up, you are going to have this issue, you are going to have this problem on your mind. You're going to feel so drawn to deal with this aspect of your life, this some kind of a document, something official, something really important that you've been avoiding all along. But now, not only you're going to have this on your mind, oh my God, I need to sort this out. I need to deal with that document. I need to do this official thing. Oh my God, I need to do this, Not only you're going to feel like I need to do this, not only you're going to be reminded of it, but suddenly you're gonna feel so drawn to deal with this problem you've been avoiding for so long. You're gonna suddenly feel so drawn to do this immediately that you are now suddenly going to decide to make this as a priority number one. How drawn you're suddenly going to feel. What a beautiful burst of fresh energy you are going to have, and you are going to benefit from, because at the same time you will not know this, you will not realize this, but at the same time a whole new door is about to open. You are being guided, you are being led towards one of the most magnificent aspects of your entire life. And the way this is going to happen, it's going to make all this thing even more interesting, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And this is the beginning. This is only the beginning. There is a reason why you're suddenly going to be reminded of this problem, of this document, of this important issue. There is a reason why you're suddenly going to feel so drawn towards this. There is a reason why this is going to be the first thing on your gorgeous little mind, at the beginning of this week. So you need to understand this, that you have to follow your heart. You need to follow your intuition. You need to follow your heart, because something absolutely mind-blowing is about to take place. Something absolutely mind-blowing is about to happen. You see, you are going to end up having such a beautiful experience when it comes to all this. And yes, I can see you going and dealing with this problem. Yes, I can see you going and dealing with this issue. Yes, I can see you resolving this problem, resolving this issue. Finally, your life is going to be able to move on when it comes to this. You're going to be able to move on when it comes to this. But that's not all. There is something going to happen when it comes to all this. When it comes to all this, yes, this problem is going to be resolved, that's fine. But there is something going to happen, something additional, something way bigger than this. You are about to reconnect with somebody really particular, with somebody really special when it comes to all this. Okay, so this is what this is all boiling down to. You are about to reconnect with somebody so special, somebody who is already in your life, somebody who you think of very highly, somebody who you really like, somebody who you really love, somebody who you really appreciate. You are about to reconnect with somebody really, really special. And when it comes to this situation, so on one hand, yes, you're going to feel drawn towards you resolving this problem by dealing with this official thing, official document, or whatever this is. And it's all going to be leading towards you somehow through all this, somehow unexpectedly, one of the most unexpected things that are ever going to happen to you are going to happen in such a way where you are somehow going to be reconnected with this very special person in your life. And you are going to have such a beautiful, such a gorgeous experience that very soon it is going to become crystal clear to you, because you're very intuitive. It's going to become crystal clear to you that if you did not deal with this official document, if you did not resolve this important problem, important issue, you would never reconnect with this gorgeous person. And it's going to happen in such an unexpected way. So on one hand, you reconnect with somebody really special, but on another hand, you're going to end up having such a beautiful, such a gorgeous, such a unique experience where you are going to realize through this particular person, you are going to have such an amazing idea. Because of this person you're going to reconnect with, you are going to have such an amazing idea, my gorgeous Sagittarini, what exactly you want to do next. What exactly you want to do next so badly. And you're not going to be able to stop thinking about this whatsoever. So it's a lot to do with this particular person whom you are going to reconnect. You're going to be talking about all sorts of things. You will be reviving, this person every step of the way while you're talking and while you're having this energetic conversation. And this person is going to be reviving you. You're going to be reviving that person, and that person is going to be reviving you at the same time. It means a lot. It means the whole world, because it's a lot to do with people who are meant to be in our lives. Only they are able to have such a magnificent impact on us and our lives and our energy. When we open our mind, we come out of our comfort zone down, we tap into this really specific dimension we can only tap into with the like-minded souls and like-minded spirits. And then we have this amazing idea, and it's a lot to do with this conversation that you're gonna have, both of you. It's gonna be brilliant, you know. And the more you talk, the more you're gonna realize. The more you talk, the more realizations you're going to have. And the bottom line is that you're going to have this amazing idea what you want to do next, my gorgeous Sagittarini. But this is not just any idea, you know. This is a lot to do with your desires. This is a lot to do with things that you're determined to do. This is a lot to do with things that give you like a strong willpower in life in general. And you know, it's a lot to do with your desire. And at the same time, when it comes to this amazing idea, what you're going to do next, oh my God, I don't need to tell you what this is going to be, because it's about to revive you. It's about to re-energize you. It's about to revive you. You know, this energy you will feel, you haven't felt in a long time. Okay, this energy you're gonna feel. This energy is so unique, it's so powerful that you can do anything. When you feel like this, you're able to do anything. And having this powerful combination of you opening your mind and coming out of your comfort zone, oh my God, this is something you need to do. So that's why when it comes to this idea, what are you going to do next? You know, this is also going to be such an intelligent choice when it comes to you and when it comes to your life, because at the same time, number one, you're making such a wise investment when it comes to your future. You're making a ridiculously wise investment when it comes to this idea and when it comes to your future, because this is what you should do. Just remember, you are going to have this major idea. What are you going to do next? And this idea is going to become the priority number one from this moment onwards. Everything is going to start fading into the background. Nothing is going to stop you at this moment in time. Everything is going to start making sense, my gorgeous Sagittarini. All the negative and strange things you've been through within the last couple of years, it's all going to make sense now. Because all this has been preparing you for this absolutely sacred moment in time. If you didn't go through certain things you were going through, especially within the last couple of years, and I know it hasn't been easy, you wouldn't be able to take this seriously, to take this aspect of your life really seriously. You wouldn't be ready. This would scare you. You wouldn't see it as colorful as you will be able to see it now. You wouldn't be able to understand the power of this idea in the way you're going to be able to understand this right now. Oh my goodness. So on one hand, you are making a really wise investment when it comes to your life, when it comes to your future. But it's also, on another hand, this is the beginning of such a beautiful journey, such a beautiful stage of your life. And that's why this is the beginning of something really special here. Do you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, it's not just a random idea, baby. This is to do with things you wanted to do. This is to do with your experience. This is to do with your life. This is to do with your spiritual journey. You know, this is to do with, like, you know, with things that you are like kind of, you know, determined to do. And it's to do with your experience in life. It's to do with things you wanted to do. You know, it's alongside those things. It's not just something random, but it's just hold this experience. It's really going to revive you, rejuvenate you to the point where you're going to have this major idea, but it's based on things that you're experienced at, and it's based on things that you have already done. It's connected to your current path, but the way you're going to feel this is going to be completely out of this world. And that's why I'm saying this is an intelligent choice you are making right now. An intelligent choice, because you are making a wise investment when it comes to, you're doing the right thing. You're making a wise investment when it comes to your life, when it comes to your future. And also on top of all that, you are, you know, this is the beginning of such a special journey. the beginning of a really, really special journey. And that's why you need to act now. You need to do something about it now, because you are in the zone. You are within this flow, and you are going to be unrestricted. And it doesn't matter if you are having lots of things on your mind. You know, and there is one particular thing I'm going to say to you. There is something that you really are gonna need to kind of pay attention to in terms of your lifestyle as well. There is something that you're gonna need to pay attention to, my gorgeous Sagittarini, in terms of your lifestyle. You know, when it comes to nutrition, for example, and when it comes to the food that you are eating, I know that I've mentioned this before. But if I see something, I'm going to mention again. Not that long ago, you realized that you need to make certain dietary changes. Maybe it's to do with you needing to make certain dietary changes, or maybe it's to do with you realizing that maybe if you are able to do some kind of exercise or start some kind of exercise, if you are able to, maybe you were thinking about starting some kind of exercise, you know, but there is something along those lines that you realized not that long ago, and you realize, I need to do this. Maybe you realize that you shouldn't be eating something or taking something, or you realize that you need to eat something, you need to take some additional nutrition or additional vitamins and minerals, whatever this is, whatever dietary changes you became aware of within the last few weeks, now it's absolutely the perfect time. Now it's absolutely the right time to do something about it. Because I'm not being funny, but you know, everything is happening when it's meant to happen. The next few months are gonna be ever so busy, and by you taking these dietary changes very seriously, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you're also going to be able to increase your energy levels. It's going to reflect on your mental well-being. You will be able to see and feel things crystal clear, but you're also going to be this is also going to reflect on your own spirituality. And all these things are so important, especially when we do find ourselves, you know, at the beginning of such a special, such a sacred stage of our life. Very important indeed. And there is something, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that you're gonna realize sorry there is something that you are gonna need to finish as well. There is something that has come to an end. There is something that you are literally going to realize you need to walk away from, because it has come to an end a very long time ago. But only now you will be able to be honest with yourself. It's to do with something that has been making you feel passionate for a while, but now, you know, you will be able to be honest with yourself. You know, something, it's going to be absolutely obvious what has come to an end indeed. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to the meat part of this week, you see, sorry, when it comes to the meat part of this week, I quite like this, because you are going to have a nice little reward for something that you've been working on. This is going to mean to you so much, oh my God, and it couldn't have happened at a better time, because this reward that you are going to have, it's not going to be something enormous, it's not going to be something massive, it's not going to be something huge, but it's more about you kind of having your own personal confirmation that you've been doing the right thing. You know, do you know what I mean? So it's going to be like a reward, but the bottom line is, this is to do with a reward for something that you've been working on, you know, and something that you have put lots of your precious energy towards. It's not going to be massive, but at least it's going to answer your question, because not that long ago you were wondering whether you're doing the right thing. Maybe you just did not have enough progress when it comes to this aspect of your life, but now you are going to have your question answered, and this is kind of going to be more personal rather than anything else. But it's happening at such a great stage of your life, because right now, as soon as you have this reward, and it's to do with your hard work, you know, you will be able to you know, it's not only about you having an important answer here, but you will also be able to make such an important decision. An important decision that you are gonna make is about an important decision that you're gonna be able to make right now is to, you know, take this on the next level. But in order for you to take this, wherever reward came from, in order for you to take this on the next level, you are gonna need to make this important decision, which is gonna be consisting of you kind of do you know what, you will realize that there is an important compromise you are going to need to make. Okay, there is an important compromise you are going to need to make, you're going to need to take in order to take this on the next level. Okay, so this in itself is going to be important for you to do when it comes to this compromise, but it's just not going to come to you like this straight away. I know that there is going to be an important conversation you are going to have with somebody official, somebody significant, and this conversation is going to in turn into some kind of negotiation. And when it comes to this negotiation here, you are going to realize in order to take this on the next level where you have this reward, which is exactly what you should do, you're going to need to make some kind of like a compromise here. And this is indeed going to work out to be really successful for you. Not only this negotiation conversation is going to work out so successful for you, but this compromise is going to be rather successful because you are really going to be able to save money. You know, this is going to be brilliant for your financial situation. This is going to be brilliant for your financial situation in general. But because you made this compromise, you will be able to not only protect what's yours, but in the future, you will be able to save money. So it's something, this compromise, you know, whatever this is, I mean, I don't even see it as a compromise anymore, because it's to do with an aspect of your life that you were maybe kind of wasting your money a little bit through this. So this is, you know, this is also going to be like kind of beneficial for you here indeed. So and I know that this is to do with like when it comes to this reward, you know, you were like, my God, going back to this reward that you are going to have, this personal reward, how all this is going to start at around the midweek. You know, I can see you worrying about for a while because you didn't have enough progress, and I can see you right now like a sitting, and this was like giving you headaches quite often. You were worrying about it. I think that you reached the stage of your life not that long ago where this reward came from. I told you it's going to be like a personal reward rather than anything else, where this is how it's going to start. But it's like not that long ago you were just thinking like maybe this is not for me, maybe I'm on the wrong path. So this is why this is going to mean to you so much. But look, to start with, but look what's going to come out of it once you make this compromise. You know, you will protect your money, you will protect your finances, you know, and also you're not going to need to worry anymore. You know, like a really heavy weight off your shoulders, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's about to be lifted indeed. So now you're also going to find yourself, my gorgeous Sagittarini, after that moment in time, you're gonna find yourself like really kind of exploring your options, and especially when it comes to like this reward that you know initially became aware of, you're gonna find yourself like exploring your options after this moment in time. And you know, there is some kind of inspiration that you are going to have, and this inspiration, it's also going to be the part of the new direction that is slowly but surely coming into your life, a new direction, and you are gonna get such a wise advice by somebody when it comes to this new direction. Once you find yourself like exploring your options, just remember, I hope that this is not becoming too confusing. I'm really sorry, but sometimes I get so many informations and it all depends the way I put them out. But it's to do with that personal reward that you've had. This is where all this this is stemming from. So on one hand, you made this successful compromise. On another hand, some kind of negative problem has come to an end. But then again, at the same time, you're going to end up, like within the next couple of days after that moment in time, you're going to end up exploring your options, because you had your answer over there, you had a reward. This is like a personal reward rather than anything else, but it's also like your green light, a door is about to open, because now at this stage you're going to feel drawn to explore your options. You will see what I mean. You will feel like exploring your options, and there is some kind of fresh inspiration going to happen. Something is going to inspire you for the first time ever, and this is going to become the part of this new direction here, which you are going to get a really wise advice about as well. Somebody who's very kind of dominating, but not in a bad way. Somebody who's very like a strong-minded, and somebody who's very experienced in this particular field is going to give you such a wise advice. And this advice is not only going to bring a clarity into your life, but it's really kind of going to open your mind. It's going to help you to be more objective at this stage of your life, and it's going to help you, most importantly, to release any negativity you may have, because, when we are negative about something, when it comes to our subconscious mind, we do kind of have a certain barricades, on the road right in front of us that we create without even realizing. So this is why it's important to get all this sorted, before you kind of, go on the next level of your journey. And what is also going to mean to you so much when it comes to this fresh inspiration, when it comes to this new direction in life, you're going to realize, oh my God, so much is going on, so much is happening, and you're going to feel so excited. And I can see you going to talk to like the people in your life, or somebody who means to you so much. You will be talking to a lot about what's happening right now, because this new direction here, this is really coming so surprisingly. This is really going to surprise you, but you're going to feel so excited, and this new direction is somehow connected to this reward that you've had, but it's still going to feel like a new direction, if that makes sense. I really hope this makes sense, but I suppose when the time comes, it's going to start making sense, like there is no tomorrow. I'm certain about it, because I know that you're going to feel so excited, you're going to feel so happy, you're going to have this on your mind quite a lot, and you will be going to talk to the people in your life, or to those people who normally support you. It's a group of people, like your family members, your best friends, or one person, one family member, or maybe your partner. I don't know. You're going to be talking to people who are in your life, and people who normally love you and support you, and people who mean to you so much and you mean to them as well. Whether it's one person or a group of people, it doesn't really matter. It's about the outcome you're going to have. The bottom line is you will feel loved, and you will feel supported, you will feel happy, you will feel optimistic. This is going to emotionally and spiritually rejuvenate you. You're going to start to feel extremely creative. My gorgeous Sagittarini here, something really big is happening. Just remember, first of all, oh my God, at the beginning of this week it's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be brilliant. Just remember, at the beginning of this week, you're going to have this brilliant idea. You're making an intelligent choice. You're making a wise investment when it comes to your future, and you are indeed going to have the beginning of such a beautiful journey, a very special stage of your life. A midweek, look at this, a fresh inspiration, a new direction is about to revive you. Like, oh my God. Oh my goodness, you seriously, I don't know how to explain this to you, but you know the way I feel when it comes to this new direction, new inspiration. Just remember, it's to do with new direction, new inspiration, but it's somehow connected to, this reward you've had. you know, this reward you had at around the midweek, somehow it's going to be connected to this reward you've had, to this particular path, but it's still going to be a fresh inspiration and a brand new direction. This is going to revive you, rejuvenate you, re-energize you, like, oh my goodness. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, oh my God, not only you are going to have a major sign, mosquitoes are biting my back. Do you know what? I'm like, there are millions of mosquitoes here, and yesterday I was doing reading here as well, and I sprayed myself with those chemicals, and I hate chemicals. They're so vile. I hate chemicals in general. Avoid chemicals at all costs. But anyway, like, sometimes, you know, like when there's so many mosquitoes, like here, you have no choice. And a few days ago, oh my God, they ate me, literally, so much. And that's why I decided to, like, spray myself, like yesterday, for example, with that mosquito spray, with the chemicals. Oh my God, I felt almost sick, honestly, because of the amount of chemicals I sprayed myself with. You know, in the evening, like, I could still feel them in my mouth, in my eyes, because I sprayed my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were biting my head, so I had to spray my head, seriously. But I ended up, like, feeling like chemicals in my mouth, in my eyes, in my skin. Even after I had a shower, I still felt it in my skin, and I didn't like it at all. Last night, like, oh my God, especially, I didn't like it. So I just decided to come with no spray, baby. So, do you know what I mean? You're gonna watch mosquitoes eat me alive right in front of you. You know? No, honestly. So yeah, anyway, so my gorgeous Sagittarini, at around the end of this week, you are not only going to have just a sign, just an omen, but you are going to have a very, very fortunate omen. You are going to have a really fortunate omen. You will know why am I using these words. You will know this is your sign. You will know this is your omen. You will know exactly why am I saying fortunate omen. Okay? Because when you see this fortunate omen, when you see this fortunate sign, you will feel just that. You're gonna feel like something so, oh my God. You will be like this, oh my God. Something really brilliant is about to happen to me. Something amazing is about to happen to me. I know that something really mind-blowing is about to happen to me. But it's not. No, I'm joking. No, this is how you're going to feel, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Something amazing is going to happen to me. Something mind-blowing is going to happen to me. And you're absolutely right. But it's going to happen in a very strange way. It's going to happen in a really complex way, and I will explain to you. It's going to be like a blessing in disguise, what's about to take place, what's about to happen. So yes, you're absolutely right that, you know, something really good is about to happen to you, but it's not going to be as obvious. So first of all, you are going to have this fortunate omen, you're going to have this fortunate sign, you're going to feel something in your soul, you're going to feel something in your spirit, you will know, oh my God, something amazing is about to happen. And then straight away after that, you are going to come across somebody really, really weird, somebody really unusual, somebody really strange, and somebody really narrow-minded. Somebody really narrow-minded, that's the bottom line. You're going to come across somebody really bizarre and somebody really narrow-minded after that moment in time, almost immediately. So this narrow-mindedness is something that I need you to that you will be thinking about when it comes to this person. Anyway, so you're going to come across somebody really narrow-minded, and that particular person is going to be primarily responsible for you suddenly having this doubt and suddenly having this suspicion, you know, when it comes to some kind of plans that you were thinking about making, and some kind of plans you were thinking about making for absolute ages, my gorgeous Sagittarini. So this is what I need you to know. So straight away after that, you're gonna come across somebody really narrow-minded, and this particular person, it's gonna be primarily responsible for you suddenly having this doubt. This particular person is gonna like kind of distract you a little bit. This particular person is gonna kind of confuse you a little bit. Okay, so you're going to come across somebody who's like really narrow-minded. This particular person is going to distract you a little bit. This particular person is going to confuse you a little bit. But you're also going to have this doubt and suspicious now suddenly when it comes to the certain plans you were thinking about making. For some reason, this particular person is going to remind you of certain plans. Not only remind you of certain plans, it really depends what's going to happen. It really depends what this person is going to do. It really depends what this person is going to say. It really depends of which plans you're going to be reminded exactly of. Because this is your sign and this is your clear indication that these plans that you are going to be reminded of, that you're suddenly going to have this doubt and suspicion about, this is your sign and clear indication that you should cancel these plans. You should avoid these plans. Okay, you should move on from these plans because these plans are really unwise for you. And this is your blessing in disguise. This is what you're going to see. This is what you will know. This is what you will realize. And at that moment in time, you are going to begin to understand this. And at that moment in time, you are going to reach towards enlightenment. And at the same time, you are going to, realize that at the same time, you are going to realize where you should put more of your energy towards, and you're going to be reminded of what comes to you naturally. When it comes to some kind of practical knowledge, you will be reminded of what comes to you naturally, something that you have been avoiding, not avoiding, something that you have been ignoring, so it's going to be highlighted, something that you're so great at, something that you're so good at, something that comes to you so naturally, but you have been ignoring because you have been focusing on unwise plans. Something just moved here. You have been focusing on these unwise plans. So this is why this is going to be so important for you to ignore, because it has been affecting your practicality. And it has been draining, and you have been wasting your energy with this. So this is your blessing in disguise, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because you will realize which plans you would be are going to be so are so unwise for you, and which plans to cancel and which plans to move away from. Very important indeed. Oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when sounds, noises, I'm about to get eaten, probably not only mosquitoes, but maybe something much bigger. Okay, no, I'm joking. And also, at around the end of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you are going to have such an important information which is going to come through somebody who is very consistent in your life. Okay, you are going to have such an important information from somebody who is like very consistent in your life. This information is, going to make you aware of the fact that, now it's time to make a really, really bold move. It's all about what this information is going to be all about. Just remember, it's to do with somebody in your life who is going to give you this information. It's to do with somebody consistent in your life. And this information, it's really immediately going to turn your life around in a good way, because this information is going to open your eyes in such a way when it comes to you having completely different perspective on you know, certain things, something really specific that has been kind of preventing you to move forward in life, and different perspective on something that has been scaring you lately, different perspective on some kind of a problem that was not also scaring you lately in general, but was also making you feel really scared and anxious and stressed when it comes to your future. You know, it's to do with a problem that was really making you feel so paranoid and so scared and a little bit anxious when it comes to your future. This is ever so important, my goodness, to actually have a different perspective on, because if you carried on worrying like this would really kind of start to affect your health. So this is also going to be such a great moment where you are going to start healing as well. So you can expect to have so much more energy after this moment in time, and you will, in general, spiritual energy, physical energy, you really are going to be thinking a lot about reconnecting with like-minded spirits, like-minded souls. Maybe these are going to be people who connecting and reconnecting, and a lot is going to be on your mind, and maybe these are going to be people who, in terms of spirituality, spiritual people, or maybe these are just going to be people who you want to have fun with and things like that. Whatever you feel drawn to, my gorgeous Sagittarini, do. Go for it. Reconnect. It's about reconnecting or connecting. Just go for it. Whether this is going to be spiritual people, spiritual beings, like a like-minded souls, or just the friends, whatever you feel drawn to do at this sacred stage of your life, just go for it, because you're going to find yourself on the path with the certain people who are, you know, are going to really play a big role in your life over the next few months, especially when it comes to you realizing how special you are, and especially when it comes to you realizing certain things about yourself, which are going to play a really big role when it comes to your future. You know, this is important because you are not going to be neglecting really special aspects of yourself. I'm not saying you've been neglecting them, but I'm just saying that now you're ready to go on the next level of your spiritual journey, and this in itself is going to require from you to come out of your comfort zone when it comes to this as well, because over the next few months you're going to learn a lot about yourself through this particular people who are about to enter your spiritual journey. So now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm gonna see what's gonna be your tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Let's just see what is gonna be your tarot card of the week. Let's just see what is gonna be your tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You see this? You are going to have a courage to do, you know, things like that you just didn't, you were like kind of avoiding. So I just, oh gosh, I just need you to, I scratched myself so badly, so I just don't want you to see the state of my finger. Yeah, just like a basic, my gorgeous Sagittarius, you know, you are also going to have a really good luck this week. This is what I need you to understand. You are going to benefit from a good luck, and you will really elevate yourself in terms of how wise you're going to be. So you are really going to pleasantly surprise yourself, and I don't want you to waste this time of your life. I need you to understand that you will surprise yourself pleasantly as long as you deal with certain problems and issues that you need to deal with, and especially when it comes to those that you've been keep on leaving aside, you will be pleasantly surprised with like kind of innovative ways you're gonna come up with yourself. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised, and here you're also gonna be able to realize through this path, through this aspect of your life, that you've changed lately. You've changed, and this in itself, it's important because, you know, emotionally and spiritually, you know, this is a beautiful stage of your life. And there is somebody really wonderful who is going to keep on motivating you throughout this week. This beautiful person, it's also kind of going to keep on reminding you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, this beautiful person is going to keep on reminding you, you know, that there is something that can make your life so much more interesting. and you've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe it's about something is missing, oh my God, but it's meant to be alive, maybe you need a pet, if you're able to have a pet or something like that. Maybe you were thinking about having a pet. Maybe you were thinking about having a second or a third pet if you have a pet already. Maybe it's time to have an additional pet. Maybe you've been thinking about a plant, having some kind of a plant. I know this sounds bizarre, but there is something alive you are gonna realize that you are missing, and something that you thought about it before, and you're gonna have a glimpse of that. You need to do this. Now you're ready. There is something else going to walk into your life through this as well. Some kind of reminder, you know, you're going to have some kind of reminder which is going to kind of open your eyes, and it's also going to remind you of something really urgent you need to deal with, which is going to be rather beneficial when it comes to your life and when it comes to your future. And it's only going to happen when you realize what alive is missing in your life. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.